I know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game, and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
Everybody, let me tell y'all what I just did. This is Dre All Day. I just came from, I told y'all earlier that I was speaking at the Urban League in Fort Lauderdale tonight, talking about personal branding, also talking networking. What's up, St. Louis? Let me tell y'all what I just came from speaking there. I'm leaving there right now, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a rundown. I'm gonna give y'all a full rundown. You was watching it on Snapchat? Yeah, the whole thing was on Snapchat. I Snapchatted like the whole thing. So if you on Snapchat, follow me at Dre Baldwin. You'll see all the pictures. You'll see me speaking. You'll see me answering people's questions. You'll see me talking to people afterwards. It's all on Snapchat. We documented the whole thing in detail on Snapchat. But I'm going to give y'all a rundown. I'm going to give you a rundown of what you're going to see when you're checking on Snapchat. And we was filming the whole thing regular. So I'm going to have video of that whole thing coming out very soon. But I'm going to give y'all a rundown of everything that happened right now. And I'm going to give it to you in 4 words, all right? 4 words. I'm going to give you a rundown of everything that happened at the presentation I gave tonight, the Urban League of Fort Lauderdale, of Broward County, actually in Fort Lauderdale. All right, you ready? Here it is. I killed that shit. 4 words. I killed that shit. That's the entire synopsis, everything you need to know about it. I killed it. And what I want you to know, I'm not even telling you that to impress you. Actually, I'm lying. I am telling you that to impress you, but I'm telling you even more to impress upon you that I'm starting to get better. I'm trying to get better at. One thing that I'm working specifically on right now is getting better at doing my presentations without really memorizing everything that I'm going to say. A lot of my presentations, a lot of times I'll memorize exactly what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it. But I've decided, after talking to some people I know who are seasoned speakers, who are better speakers, who've been doing more business than me, I've decided that I'm going to start doing it more off the cuff, so that it sounds, first of all, more conversational, second of all, less rehearsed, and third of all, I'm good with just going off the top, because these Periscope streams, I don't never know what I'm going to say. I just get on here and start talking. I think I do pretty damn well with it. So I decided, I started with my last TED Talk that was in Las Vegas last week, and I continued it tonight, that I'm going to do more of my talks more off the cuff. It's not that I don't know nothing at all. Like, I got an idea what I'm talking about. I knew tonight I was going to talk about networking and personal branding, but I didn't come in there with a set of like, I'm going to say this, then I'm going to say this, then I'm going to say that, because then it sounds like a speech. And when you listen to somebody talking, they memorize what they're going to say, you can tell. You can hear it in them talking that they memorize everything that they're going to say. So I decided I don't want to be a memorizing speaker no more. I want to make sure I'm a person who can go off the top when I'm talking. And I went off the top tonight. And like I just told you, I killed that shit. I killed it. And I'm going to continue to kill everything that I do. Every time I get on the stage, I'm going to continue to kill it. Every single time, I'm going to kill it. And the reason why I'm even sharing this with you is to let all of you know that anything that you do in life, whatever it is that you get involved in, you don't need a set of instructions. You don't need a set of instructions before you start doing things. Many people come to me and they're like, yo, somebody came to me and left a comment on my website the other day. They was like, could you write out what the timeline should be if I want to be successful in this thing? When's the timeline I need to get an agent? When's the timeline that I need to go to a camp? When's the timeline I should have gotten my first deal? When's the timeline I should get videos? What's the timeline I should send stuff out? And I said to him, listen, you don't need a set of instructions. It doesn't work like that. It's not like school. Understand that once you get out of school, whatever school you in, high school, college, once you get out of there, life does not come with an instruction manual, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't no instruction manual telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do it this way, you need to do it that way. If you don't do it by this time, you're doing it wrong. Life does not work like that. Life does not come with a set of instructions that you need to follow point by point. It's not a coloring book. You got to figure it out. You got to make your own way. You got to chart your own course. You got to create your own timeline. And you got to, for the most part, you got to figure out how to make it all happen. And the better you get at that, the more success you're going to get. I know this for a fact because I've seen it. I've lived it myself. The better I got at making my own instruction manual that I could pass on to somebody else, or not even instruction manual, kind of like a guidebook, like the Overseas Basketball Blueprint, one of my books on Amazon and on iTunes, is that you got to create your own way. Don't wait for somebody to give you instructions and tell you how to do things. And the reason why I brought up my speech tonight, because I didn't want to give myself, see, if I memorize a speech, it's like I'm giving myself instructions on what to say. All right, say this, then pause, then say that. No, I don't want to give myself instructions no more. I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to know the topic. I know the topic well enough. I'm going to give myself 3 or 4 things I know I want to mention. But I ain't giving myself no order. I'm not telling myself when to say it, how to say it, what way to word it, none of that. I'm going to just go off the top and just start killing it. And that's exactly what I did tonight. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all. If anybody got a question for me when it comes to this topic of instructions, I will take it. My name's Dre Baldwin, for those who don't know me. I'm on Snapchat at Dre Baldwin. First name, last name, Dre Baldwin on Snapchat. I'm on Twitter at Dre All Day, Instagram, Dre Baldwin. And what's the other thing? Periscope. I'm also on Periscope right here at Dre All Day. So make sure you follow me. If you're not following me yet on Periscope, follow me now. Fix that problem. I got a podcast. My podcast is called Work on Your Game. The Work on Your Game podcast. Look up that podcast. Watch it. Listen to it right now. Subscribe to it and leave me a rating, a 5-star rating. That's very important. Thank you. I appreciate that. Whoever said that. I didn't catch everything you said, but I knew that was a compliment. I want to let you know that I helped you do what? Yeah, I'm going like 80 miles per hour right now. I can't even read that whole comment, but I'm glad I was able to help you. King of content, God of content. Thank you. I am that. Man, I put out more content than anybody in the last 11 years. That's a fact. Please subscribe to my podcast. It's called Work on Your Game. That's the newest project, the podcast. Am I going to watch Kobe tonight? I might. I might. I did post about Kobe on my Instagram. I talked about him on Snapchat too. Y'all got to follow my Snapchat so y'all can catch the stuff I'll be dropping. I'll be dropping some real good stuff on Snapchat and on Periscope. So make sure you follow it everywhere and catch my podcast. The podcast is the newest thing. It just came out yesterday, 2 days ago. My podcast is called Work on Your Game. Go to my podcast, subscribe to my podcast, and make sure you rate. Leave a 5-star rating on my podcast. Very important. I helped you out for real. That's what's up. I'm glad that I helped you out, and I'm going to keep helping you out because I got so much more stuff to drop you wouldn't even believe it. If I told you how much more stuff I got to drop, you wouldn't believe it. Audio, video, written, books, speaking. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. I got so much more coming. I don't even like to say I haven't begun yet because everybody likes to say that. That's too cliche. But I got so much more coming. I have begun, but I got a lot more coming. Let's put it that way. So everybody, look, follow me on Snapchat at Dre Baldwin. That's the most immediate way to hear from me. Snapchat at Dre Baldwin. You want to email me all business inquiries? I take emails, Dre at DreAllDay.com. You can also snap me. Send me a snap at Dre Baldwin. And make sure you subscribe to my podcast. Work on Your Game is the podcast. Work on Your Game is the podcast. And if you had a question that I didn't answer in this stream, because I'm driving, I'm going like 85 right now. I can't look at the screen, and I think the cop's behind me, so maybe I should either slow down or speed up. But either way, hit me on Snapchat at Dre Baldwin. I will address any questions that any of you happen to have. Have a good night. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Make sure you follow me on social media, Snapchat. You see it right there. The code's going to come up. Dre Baldwin. My Instagram is the same name, at Dre Baldwin. My Twitter and my Periscope, both at Dre All Day. Y'all know my website, DreAllDay.com. Any business inquiries, hit me via email, Dre at DreAllDay.com, or you can just send me a snap. Work on your game. Dre All Day.